今日佢哋嘅心情特別興奮，因為學期最後一日，按照每年嘅傳統，畢業班會負責結業表演。呢個會係佢哋離開中學之前最後嘅回憶。
I loved every minute of it. It was hard because we've been here from 1 o'clock in the night till 5 in the morning to practice on it, and then we had to get up at 7 and to practice more and everything. But eventually, it was really fun, and it was worth it.
今日佢哋心情特別複雜，憂心忡忡，因為畢業之後佢哋就要當兵上戰場，面對生死危機。
I have to listen to the news to know that nobody was killed or died in the north or somewhere here.
I've read about the other boys that going to the army. It's dangerous.
The second thing is the frightening side.
但係以色列最北部嘅古城遺跡，喺公元前10世紀，佢哋嘅祖先已經開始喺度定居。呢度附近嘅黑門山終年積雪，水分滲入地底，喺但呢度再滲出地面，成為約旦河嘅主要源頭。約旦其實即係由但流出嚟嘅意思，所以條河就叫做約旦河。千萬年嚟，由但流出嚟嘅河水，養活咗聚居喺約旦河兩岸嘅人。世世代代靠住約旦河水生存嘅以色列人，就教育佢哋嘅下一代，保護同珍惜呢一片家園。佢哋相信，只有良好嘅教育，先至能夠令自己嘅國家同文化代代相傳，而且一代勝過一代。
If we are going back to the history, the Jewish nation was the first nation which forced the kids to go and study. From the Second Temple time, they started. They forced the kids. At the beginning, only the boys and then the girls too, but they forced them to go and study. And Israel, or the Jewish nation, was the first nation in the world which they have what we call free studies, because we believe in education, in studies. If you educated the generation, the young generation, they will be more open-minded, they will understand better, they will know better, and they will be better than us.
現代嘅以色列爸爸秉承住民族嘅優良傳統，一講到仔女，都期望佢哋對國家有投入同承擔。
I want him to remember all the time that he is a Jew, and as an Israeli, a citizen of Israel. And of course, I want him to be educated.
I taught him a lot about the country, about the wars, about our history, and in that way, to make him love the country more and more, and really to give as much as he can for this country and to get from the country what he needs to live here for life, good life and good future. Because to love the country, you have to know the history. And Oren is very good with it. He's good in history. He can tell you the story of Masada perfectly. He has been there a few times.
「家長嘅期望其實都係以色列人普遍嘅期望，佢哋希望國家嘅下一代可以熟悉自己嘅歷史。2000幾年嚟點樣國破家亡，到處俾人迫害；喺20世紀點樣艱苦建國。喺以色列長大嘅年青人，自細就受到愛國情操嘅薰陶，重視自己民族嘅文化身份，關心國家嘅現實政治情況。
Well, it's a very complicated situation. See, I'm personally very involved in what's going on here, and I care a lot. There's a very large amount of students and teenagers at all that are very involved and concerned about what's going on, because the situation is so tense, then it really affects each and every one of us. So it's very rare that there is someone who doesn't know what's going on or is unaware of things that develop around this region.
And I see myself living and raising my child only in Israel. I can see myself traveling, I can see myself for a year, 2, 3, 5 even, but I'm an Israeli. And this is a very, I think, very big part of my identity.
積極投入國家嘅年輕人雖然普遍，不過總有例外。Naomi 嘅姐姐 Liat 同呢個妹妹就完全相反。佢哋兩個一齊長大，父母係虔誠嘅猶太教徒，重視文化傳統，又讀埋同一間中學，感情仲非常好，連佢哋自己都冇辦法解釋點解對國家同政治會有咁唔同嘅立場。
It's a mystery. I don't know. God created us all different. Because what he says sounds very logically. We grow the same houses, the same parents, the same culture, the same even schools. And we have lots of different views about the country. And I didn't have really explanation for that. It's a mystery. So when I was little, I was reading all those newspapers and know everything about politics. And she wasn't one of her interest subjects. She just didn't go like that. She didn't want to hear news. She thinks that we shouldn't give so much for the country, and it's not one of her interests. She doesn't see it as something so important.
I like them very much, but I'm very different from my parents because I'm very interested in art and developing the soul and the inside and create. And they don't see these things as necessary as I do.
She says her wants, her things she would like to do much more important than giving your best years to the army, because people go very young after high school.
每一個以色列嘅年青人，不論對將來有乜嘢打算，亦唔論你嘅想法係點，喺高中畢業之後都要先服兵役。女仔1年09個月，男仔3年。 於是學校除咗教授一般我哋熟悉嘅學科之外，仲需要為學生作好當兵嘅準備，就好似其他地方嘅中學要準備學生升讀大學或者踏入社會一樣。
Preparation for the army is one of the characteristics of the Israeli high school kids. From the 11th grade, we try and give them some preparation. What does it mean, preparation? Not only knowledge about the army, but trying to help them find their way from their ambition, from their ambitious point, and their fitness to the army units.
全民當兵嘅制度，自從以色列喺1948年建國以嚟，一直係社會主要嘅基石，象徵住每一個人對國家嘅承擔。對於青年人嚟講，服兵役係成長階段裡面最重要嘅一步。家長亦都期望仔女積極參與，薪火相傳。
I would like to see him in the army like his brother, like me, like my father, like my brothers, like all of us, to be part of our people. And that's what I educated him for all his life.
הולכים איתי נופי וניגוני ופנים
每個以色列家庭都係一個軍人家庭，佢哋一係有人當緊兵，一係有人曾經當兵。佢哋對當緊兵嘅青年人既愛惜又尊重，因為佢哋覺得每一個軍人都係用自己嘅生命嚟保護國家、保護同胞。
You know, you grow about some medicines. You learn to admire the soldiers, to appreciate it.
On the one side, I'm looking forward to it. It's an opportunity to learn new things. I think that people in this country that are going to the army are learn different things than other youth in other countries, such in USA when they're going to colleges and things like that. They don't have the opportunity to learn and to be growing up like us. The second thing is the frightening side.
喺每年國慶前夕，學校都會舉行國殤紀念儀式，俾同學、老師、校友、家長一齊向軍人致敬。
Of course, the army is the main point of the education. And in this school, many boys I know, because I'm teaching the students that are finishing the school year, they want to do the best. They are voluntary to the very dangerous unit, to the combat, and they want to give the best. Absolutely.
It's the best way or the worst way. It depends what way of looking to serve the country. It's worth for them, but it's the best for the country.
全民當兵係為咗對抗敵人、保衛國家，但係以色列面對嘅處境未必係靠軍事對抗可以解決。周圍有長期敵對嘅阿拉伯國家，國內有爭取獨立嘅巴勒斯坦人。雖然幾十年嚟戰火不停，但係大部分嘅以色列人都希望下一代可以同現在嘅敵人和平相處。
First of all, I want him to be a human being, to respect everyone. It doesn't matter if he is Muslim, Arab, Christian, Jews, everyone to respect.
Try to live peacefully with your neighbors, because after all, other people are living in this area and we have to live together. We have to find a way.
除咗國際政治嘅矛盾之外，以色列本身亦都係一個矛盾重重嘅國家，種族嘅矛盾、新移民嘅矛盾、宗教嘅矛盾，都困擾住呢個社會。
whether it's the ethnic tension that we have in Israel between Sephardic and Ashkenaz, or between Ethiopian people who came from Ethiopia and from Russia, or from Europe or North Africa, Jews, Arabs, Palestinians, Jews and Christians. I mean, you have so many fractions here in Israel that you have to combine them to find this unity. One of the main tasks of teachers is to teach towards tolerance, to be tolerant, to accept other people, to love other people, and it's not that difficult.
Yakon 教嘅係文學，但係課堂上一樣會涉及國家面對嘅各種現實問題。佢認為教師嘅一項重要任務就係要啟發青年人學習尊重同包容，而課堂嘅學習就必定要同現實生活有關。
I mean, we are not living in a vacuum, so all kinds of events that happen in the daily life, you can feel it at school. And especially in my lessons, I'm very eager to touch political subjects or emotional subjects which everyone brings with him to class. For instance, the religious tension in Israel, the Palestinian tension in Israel, and on the other side, their feelings, how they see their future in Israel, whether they would like to stay in the country or to leave the country abroad to continue with their studies.
הגנה, התקפה, תפיסה של היד, עוד התקפה, בסדר?
喺呢個充滿矛盾衝突嘅國家，唔同種族、信仰同政治取向嘅人點樣互相包容、和平共處，從來都係一項挑戰。每個以色列人自細就生活喺呢啲矛盾衝突嘅夾縫之中，喺死亡嘅陰影之下成長。
Since I was a child, I was born into an atmosphere of death. Young people that are 18, what are you to do? To go to college? College is like the same like high school. You do the nonsense and you drink with your problem. I don't know, with girls and boys and stuff like this. You don't go to the army and thinking about death and you see your friends go die and think like that.
以色列同周圍嘅國家喺政治、文化、宗教各方面都格格不入。為咗避免國家俾人吞噬，佢哋期望年青一代可以繼承一份愛國嘅情操，積極投入保衛國家嘅行列。但係為咗唔想永遠戰爭，又要設法同對立嘅國家和平共存。
In Israel, we are passing now a very special time about the meaning of being a Jew, the meaning of being a Zionist, and the meaning of being in Israel as a country, as a democratic country, meaning of being in war with other countries.
學校嘅結業慶祝曲終人散，畢業嘅同學告別校園，好快就要去軍營報到。
I tend to think that because peace is such an important thing for both citizens and the whole region. See, what's the point in having the whole city if you are killed every day? And if you're afraid to send your son to school, you're afraid that he would be blown up in a bus, then I don't see the point.
Maybe the other generations won't have to fight.
年長一代嘅以色列人曾經希望年青一代喺長大之後唔需要再上戰場。今日嘅青年人又話，希望未來嘅一兩代可以唔使再打仗。到底要到幾時，我哋先至見到以色列嘅年輕人喺高中畢業之後唔再需要去軍營報到，再上戰場呢？